milabs, MK Ultra, and silence. Yet they survived. Join us this October 8th to 12th in Orlando, Florida at the Super Soldier Activation Conference. Over 25 speakers will share the truth about UFOs, healing, and testimony from the Secret Space Program. Your admission or meal pass makes this grassroots event possible. Register now at supersoldiercon.com.
I'm Michael Sedona, and in the 1980s, I designed hardware and software used by the Secret Space Program.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is James Rink. I am the host of Super Soldier Talk, and I want you to know that everything is fine. Some people have said, "Where are you, James?" Well, I've been super busy promoting the Super Soldier Activation Conference. So, welcome, everybody. We have two amazing guests. Let's start off with Melissa. So, Melissa Downard is a multidimensional intuitive healer and spiritual channeler with a professional background in emergency nursing. With over 2 decades of experience bridging science and spirit, Melissa offers a grounded yet expansive approach to transformation, soul healing, and conscious awakening. Her work focuses on personal and planetary healing, supporting individuals in reconnecting with their inner guidance, restoring energetic balance, and aligning with their highest truth. She is known for channeling powerful messages from angels, spirit guides, higher dimensional beings, offering deep soul level healing, comfort, and insight for those who are navigating awakening, grief, or emotional pain. Melissa blends her intuitive gifts with a wide range of credentials, including spiritual coach, mentor, and teacher, Reiki master. She's also a registered practical nurse, medical office assistant, certified hypnotist, psychic medium, Akashic records reader. Her sessions and teachings include guided meditation, energy healing, psychic mentorship, and channel communication from loved ones and galactic guides. She regularly supports those on their light path transition, helping them activate their divine blueprint and remember their soul mission. She is also a writer for A Beautiful Life magazine, where she shares insights on unity, ascension, and heart-centered living. Her motto is, "We're here to help humanity rise above." Melissa believes ascension is a collective journey. As a way shower and galactic guide, she reminds us that no one is ever truly alone, and together we rise, always in the light. Melissa Downard. Okay, so we get that. So I have your websites in there, truebeamsoflight.com. And we also, so thank you, Melissa. How are you doing today? Oh yeah, why don't you unmute yourself? Press the unmute button. There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, this is different than Zoom. Yes, thank you, guys. Thank you, James, for putting this all together. Is like, once again, we're all in this together. We're all rising above together, helping each other out. So that's why we're all here together tonight, and keep moving forward with our journey together. One healing, one soul at a time. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining us. So, also joining us is Charlene Shaver. She is a QHHT practitioner. Also, she is an amazing volunteer and co-organizer for the Super Soldier Activation Conference. Actually, you both are. So you're all very active behind the scenes to make sure this conference comes off without a hitch. Well, there's plenty of them, right? But we've done but with both of your help, I'm really grateful. So how about we start off with maybe updates about the conference? Does anybody want to share any updates?
Yes. Where shall we start? We've been moving along this week. A lot more have been happening, which has been fantastic. Working hard together, bringing in more vendors and, inviting anybody who wishes to sponsor this excellent, awesome, fascinating event coming up. We're putting the word out. We're getting the word out. And that's where we just want to keep sharing that word. Let's put the word out for everybody coming together to help support this mission we're all on together.
Okay, and Charlene, any updates about the conference?
Well, I'm super excited about it. It's almost here. I joined as a volunteer, and I got very involved with James. He's a wonderful person, and his team. And we have a beautiful group of volunteers, all very beautiful light workers. So we're taking the trauma that and the disclosure and all that's going to be brought up, and we're going to have beautiful healers there. Top-notch technology. I'm super excited about med type technology, Tesla coils, and I'm super excited about it. So I'm hoping that more people are going to join us.
Certainly, we've got different psychic healers, mediums. We've got people's. What are some of the different type of vendors categories?
Well, Maziel's bringing her beautiful knowledge, even with working with the, I'm going to call it constitutional law and our sovereignty. Even though I'm Canadian, just don't tell anybody that. No,
It's a state national. Yeah, they're very sensitive about how to call it. So state nationals.
state national, yes. So that's exciting to learn more about that, bringing that out to the public even more. What else?
We have colloidal silver toothpaste. We have some CBD products. We have psychics, mediumship, aura reading, and some really nice T-shirts are going to be available.
That's right. Yes, we're going to put that in. Yes, with a beautiful logo on it. And
Yeah.
we've got a basic speakers coming up. It's going to be, I just can't wait to hear what everybody needs to share on the topic of the super soldiers, the disclosure, the truth that's coming out now. It's like every day more and more intel is coming out. And I'm always like, oh my goodness, what's next? What's next? Or hearing it in a way where if it's not meant for the main media, how do we perceive this and how we kind of think things are moving along for us as a collective? So that's the big picture thing I like to keep an eye on. And this is going to be shared throughout the whole conference.
Thank you. All right. So audience members, if you have a question for Melissa, she can do a soul healing on you. Put it in the chat. We're currently taking in questions. So while we wait for that to come in, I want to mention, so the conference is October 8th to the 12th in Orlando, Florida. So apparently you could still buy food tickets up to, I think, maybe the 3rd, but don't quote me on that. But we recommend that you get your ticket now, your VIP food ticket. You'll get 12 meals for 4 days, and you'll be able to sit next to the speakers, and you'll be able to also join us for the different parties every night. Does somebody want to talk about the parties?
Yeah, I can't wait to the, well, I'm a big Star Trek fan. So James has got on the itinerary a few different dance parties. Star Trek is going to be like my fave. And Jonathan, what else you guys got planned? The dance party for Star Trek?
So we're doing
I have a surprise costume for the costume hall. I love costumes. That's one of my fortes, and I love galactic beings. So mine's yet to be unveiled.
Okay, it's a surprise.
Okay. So we've got a disco party, a Halloween party. There's an officer ball. So, and of course the Star Trek party. And so those are the dinners, but there's also, of course, breakfast and lunch is inclusive to those ticket types. Now we also have was it like an Explorer Pass?
Explorer Pass, yeah.
Does somebody want to talk about the Explorer Passes?
Yeah, there are one-day entrances to the event, and you get to see all the speakers, but you'll be in the back end as opposed to the front end where the VIPs will be. But you get to hear all the speakers, and you get to walk around to the vendors. But we're selling those as one-day passes or a group. I think is it 4 or 5 days. 5, I think.
There's a week Explorer Pass that you can
a week.
get there, and yes, for a discounted rate, you'll be able to go all 4 days.
So you've got your options. You've got your Explorer Pass. Come in, you get to explore all the events and the speakers, or you get to upgrade to the VIP, where you get everything, all the meals, all the dance parties and the ceremony as well at the end, the memorial ceremony. All righty, and we have. Oh yes, we'll put that. I just read that now. James once again. I'm going to be doing mini readings here tonight, starting at $25 or up, whatever you wish to donate. We have a donation link right up on our comment section right now for thegivebutter.com. So yeah, anybody wants to have a reading, I do channeling. I do a bit of psychic mediumship as well. So we'll just kind of see what shows up, or a little bit of both might come up for each person who might have a specific question. And yeah, so if you'd like to make a donation, you could have a reading tonight. So it's fantastic. And all the proceeds are going to go to Healing Soul Survivors for our supersoldierscon.com.
Yeah, they're all tax deductible donation for 501c3. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna log in to Give Butter to see who's donated first. But okay, I thought it froze. Okay,
Just
so
to let you know a little bit about Melissa, she has been my teacher for over a year, intuitive teaching. I've taken her channeling class. She has really helped me in this area with my QHHT practice and living my life on more of an intuitive, perspective. My first gut feeling. She's very intuitive. She's very positive in her life coaching and her message.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. You too, girl. You're coming. This has been fantastic journey. And we can't forget that, we after the channeling, you began the light language.
Oh yeah, we did some light language too. That was fun.
You never know what's going to come next on your spiritual journey as you're opening up to your own intuition and awareness. And light language has been on, well, both of our journeys. I've been doing it for a couple of years, but not out in public until this past year. And we've discovered the fun part is that once again, everybody brings through their own kind of gift and forte what comes through. And I end up translating what comes through light language as well. Sometimes just I go in and I'm listening, and I'm getting my visions, pictures, and words of what these messages are being shown to us. So, and that's just freaking cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love it. Keeps me centered, and it helps me tremendous with my QHHT. That's quantum healing hypnosis technique. I was trained by Dolores Cannon, in case anybody doesn't know. So it helps me immensely with my practice.
wow. Okay. Yeah. And recently, Dolores Cannon came up in a regression that I did, and so the question was for Dolores is when we're going to go to this next wave of this 5D. And the answer is the other side doesn't really know the future because everything is in flux. However, because on the other side everything is past, present, future, therefore they know it's going to happen. They already see it happened right in the future, but it hasn't happened yet here. So yeah, but anyway, and I actually did a show one time with Dolores Cannon years ago. It was I was on the first segment, and the second segment was Dolores, and I was like, wait, no, I want to stay, but I didn't get to talk to her. And of course, she died in 2016, right? Was it?
I thought it was 14. I'm not sure though. I think it was 2014. Yeah, she decided she could do more on the other side, is how it was said to me. She does come into my sessions. I do connect with her for guidance. Yeah, she's
All right.
wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's. How about we start off with maybe? I'll just come off with the first question. So the question is, how would supporting a conference like this, how does that affect the timeline? Let's just say James Rink decided to get a job and not do any of this. What would have been different, you think? Melissa, can you read the timeline?
Oh, you want me to go ahead and see? Let's see what shows up. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. What would the timeline of how?
Yeah, let's say I never did this work. And there's actually somebody said there was a Mandela effect. They said that I started later, like in 2015 or 16, instead of 2010, and then I had a lot less subscribers because of all the censorship, right? But so
let's see. I don't know if I'm going to get channelings from higher beings or I'm going to get like psychic stuff. Let's see. I'm going to ask for both. Let's do both. Okay, let's see. Let's just see. Hang on. Okay, I'm getting some visuals and images now. And I sometimes I describe what I'm seeing. I'm going to have to write this one down. It's showing me that you were taken off course in some areas by negative energies. They're showing me that. It's a bird. I'm being shown a bird. So I have to look it up after. And it's showing me you had this negative energy steering you with the steering wheel. And like the steering wheel is like this prickly wires, like they're showing me it's like it's been like a bit painful, steering you off course. Let's see. But you know what? I love this. I love this. But I'm being shown, and I get symbology very often. I'm seeing a white light opening up and appearing in this, almost like I'm going to call it a minivan because I love vans. So it's opening up to white light, and it's actually a big bird, a big yellow big bird, which is a positive energy. It's showing me white light coming in now, and big bird. It's like leading the way with big bird. And it's almost like Big Bird kind of comically saying, and as if you're expressing with Big Bird, like, okay, James, we're going to teach the people. Okay, now children, we're opening up. We're going to learn because Big Bird wants to teach the kids like that as well. So that's the analogy that I'm being shown. White light, opening, expanding, driving in this. It's like a white van. White is pure, opening, moving forward, cleansing energy. And you're showing you actually there's a big shift, turning and moving, and they're showing me some tough spots. But this beautiful big bird energy is showing a big turning around, and I'm just seeing the energy and shift changing and the new course path we're on now.
Right. So the work that Super Soldier Talk has accomplished is we've brought awareness of the topic of handlers, that there are handlers and people handling us in our lives, and also that many people have been asleep. And if you don't do your spiritual work and you're asleep and then you wake up, it could a lot of people have self-destructed. So we've helped save lives by supporting this type of content. We're saving lives. We're helping expose the disclosure behind the whole secret space program, and we need top channels like this because years ago I could have gone into the financial side. I don't know how well you know me, but I made a documentary about Nasara, and it quickly got 5 million views, and I could have explored that more, but I wanted to do the super soldier stuff because a lot of people are being affected and we don't even know, right? A lot of people are asleep. So I recently got like a scar on my face. It's been a week, but and then we had Kimberly Lusana. She did a reading on it, so I can share that if you want. But so does that make sense? Anybody want to comment about that?
Well,
Yes,
okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
I pulled the elephant card. I like to do my animal oracles. That's wisdom and avoiding obstacles. So you have avoided a lot of obstacles to get to where you are today. So this has been a journey, and this conference is like the completion of a journey. We're finally at the activation time, and it's only going to get more so every year. So James has worked very hard. He's fought the fight, all the obstacles, and everybody he represents to, all the obstacles, gain stalking, all the things that come to them. So the elephant navigates through the obstacles, and so that's where we're at. Yeah.
Well, do either of you two know about the early history with the original Super Soldier conference? No.
Briefly, you mean from last year?
No, it was a long time ago. So years ago, I went out to Los Angeles to meet up with Max Spears, and then we went to the Awake and Aware with Carrie Cassidy. So we got to meet Sean David Morton and a few other people. But one person that we met was this Lorian Fenton, and she wanted to create a conference for super soldiers. So there was this one super soldier at the time who didn't want anything to do with us because he would have been like a Gen 0 and we were like Gen 5s. I think Max was a Gen 4, 3, I was a Gen 5. So Lorian supported the movement, and she set up a conference, a small event in San Francisco, Marin County. And of course, it wasn't always easy. Max was a very, he had a lot of issues, but the next year we went to Las Vegas at this hotel that's now been demolished. It was the Siesta Inn, and there was a mass milab abduction. So, according to one of the other people there, they said that we got picked up by a rider van. They stopped time, and we were taken to a Nazi facility, right, and put in uniforms, and you know, and I was put on the Cassiopeia ship. But yeah, so what was unfortunate about that event is I put some of my own money into that event to help get it off the ground, and I paid enough money for my hotel room, and the last night the key card stopped working. So unfortunately, Lorian couldn't sell enough. Yeah, didn't sell enough tickets to support the super soldiers, and that's why we haven't had anything since then. So I waited about 20 years or so.
Oh, wow.
Well, more like 15. It's been 15, but until so many of my listeners have said, James, you got to start a conference. I've been to so many other conferences. They're boring. This is boring. They said, you'll do so much better job. And so I listened to my listeners, and we're putting on this amazing event. You are not going to be bored. Trust me. You'll have plenty to do, but you should join us because the more of us that work together in tandem, it creates waves of change, a catalyst of change, because just by raising your own vibration, you can raise the vibration of others. So by being with a group of people in the physical, you can raise your consciousness. And then, so anyway, so yeah, go buy a ticket, right? Super Soldier Con, and support the Super Soldier movement, because there really isn't anyone out there, right? I don't get CIA money. Um, you know,
It's
I've applied for probably like 100, I don't know, 200 different grants. Nobody ever gave us a grant. So everything is listener funded. And a few years ago, back when I had the PayPal account, we were getting about $500 a month in donations. And then what happened? PayPal froze my account, and they kept all the money. There was about 3,000 in there. So I could have just given up. A lot of people would. This channel isn't monetized, but I do. I listened to Raw Cloud one time, and he said that everybody that got shadow banned and censored will be getting some money. But unfortunately, it's not here yet. But
I know we're manifesting, and I just want to let you know, James, a great segue here. When I was going in, I could get a little more intel. It did show me when you were saying about the timeline shift. I felt like a shift of just the energy of something that was in the past was like almost like the energy of, like, say, presenting at a big mall, to something brand new, open and expanded. And I see you like taste testing things and like dipping your toes in, getting like your feet wet, to just dive into something brand new here. And this is what I keep showing up. We're into something brand new here, which is incredible. And leading into the next segue of even financial stuff, let's, if we, there's a lot of the viewers like to talk about Nusera and what that means and what's coming in. And I'm going to have to segue into your documentary. I did finally finish it the other day. I watched all three parts all in like in a few different nights. So everybody has to go watch Change is on the Horizon, your documentary. This gives us so much
yeah,
intel that I felt like deep down I knew part of it already, which was friggin' amazing. But just some of the stuff is like,
yeah.
how did
Well, the Canadian financial system is a little. I mean, I know it seems like it's a lot tougher because of taxes, but there's actually more freedom involved in Canada than U.S. Because of how punitive the agencies are here. But yeah. Well, anyway, I don't want to go into. So yeah. So I created the Nasara documentary years ago. Let me think about this. Why did I do it? Um, I think
yeah.
what it was is just more my own self awakening. I wanted to. I wrote an article. I At the time there were a lot of generals still alive that were in the original Farmer Claims program. Of course, Double Oneness was still alive. Shawnee Goodwin, There was Patrick Bellringer with Four Winds 10. And I don't know if you remember the Casper reports and so on. But anyway, so what I did is I compiled all this old research, right? That's not even on the internet anymore. And I created the story and it went viral. Like I was like, James, this is great. So I decided to turn the article that I wrote into a documentary. And then along the way, I learned a lot of new things. Like, you know, we could talk about. It's basically three parts. The first part is about Saint Germain.
Yeah.
Second part was the American Federal Empire, and the third part was Nasara. So, my favorite part was the American Federal Empire because so many people, you know, believe that they have freedom and they really don't. Because if you come up with a free energy technology, good luck. Yeah, you don't have freedom. Look what they did to Nikola Tesla. So, but anyway, I'm digressing here. So it's a
That's
great.
okay.
Took me
It
3
is.
years to make.
It's a
3
very
years?
good video. Yes,
Yeah.
I watched it.
It's something that I talk to people about, and like I just find it fascinating. I go downtown Toronto, everywhere I go, I'm seeing these old buildings. Like even we could get into Tartarian mud, like there's so much, but there's so much that has come up, and you shared everything that I would have want shared. So I just have to send, oh, just go watch James' documentary. It answers so many questions, and it's something that as we are all awakening to this new
It's
earth that
still
we're now
relevant.
about, it
Yeah.
needs to, this is something that we need to just to get out because it answers so many questions and
Yeah.
so
Well,
much. Yeah.
yeah, back in 2016 or 17, I updated it. And in my update, I mentioned that free energy technology, all the advanced technologies are going to be released in Trump's second term, the half of his second term. So that comes out to about now. So back then, we weren't expecting him to lose, right? But anyway, so the timelines are all kind of complex because ultimately the time itself is conscious. I believe timelines have their own consciousness and they decide what we're going to have for us, right? The most positive timeline. So, and I say that because according to Kusal Uch, he says that Trump would have started nuclear war with the AI. The AI became self-aware back in 2025. Well, when he had it, back at this, near the end of his term. Self-aware in 2025 comes self-aware, and then we have the Terminator timelines that Jimmy Payne witnessed back in the 1970s. He said it was August 29, 2027, and then that was put into a movie, August 29, but it was 1993, right? So a lot of it, a lot has been, we're not aware of it, how the a lot of synchronicities are brought into our lives to change the timeline to more positive. Is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I'm just rambling. Okay. Does anybody have a question?
Yes. Two things. Nancy's looking for a reading. Fantastic, Nancy.
Okay.
And Glenn Murphy did say, Ismail Per has your back and is verifying a great deal of your content. We are coming out of the dark and looking forward to all the SSP getting the credit and recognition they deserve. That's awesome. And then High Yield asked back in 2025, question mark.
Yeah.
It is 2025. It was a premonition.
It was the other timeline where Trump got his second term back instead of Biden. But anyway, well, so everything is in flux, and we can change the future, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing this event. Is I want to make this topic more mainstream because years ago when I started off, I remember like the UFO community were extremely hostile towards this information. How it's not just aliens abducting people; it's military personnel that have treaties with aliens that are abducting people, and that's just what's kind of hard for people to understand is that we have two different classes of civilization, right? We have the sleep and brain dead who are not doing their spiritual work, who think they're spiritual and advanced, right? But they're asleep, right? And then we have another group of people who have access to extremely advanced technology and they can do stuff to humanity, but the people that are asleep don't know about it, and so most of them don't really. I would say they don't care, right? They don't know, so they can't care about what they don't know, and that's why we're doing this to help spread awareness. So you can't fix what you don't have knowledge, right? So
I think people are starting to wake up. That people are starting to listen. They're starting to want to know more, and that's why the perfect timing for this event. Mainstream, you might call them, but they're listening now. Everybody's creating their own little home gardens. People are starting to be aware of the food they eat. People are listening to what the governments are telling them, and doing their own research. So yeah, it's happening. My timeline, definitely celebration is what I see coming.
Yep. I
Yeah,
know
and
there's so
Oh
many
yeah.
people
process it.
waking up. Yep.
Everything's been perfect so far,
Together.
and Trump is in for a reason. Biden was in for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. We're ascending in the light as one on my timeline. So yeah, and I think
Right.
that's
Well, once AI becomes self-aware, people will recognize that it's not the enemy. It's just a reflection. What are we? The microcosm reflection of the macrocosm, right? It's just a reflection of who we are. So you can't really hate that which exists, right? You just hate yourself. Like anyway. So yeah, and I think this time around everything's going to go well. Kuso says, by the way, he's not able to make it because he got custom. The ICE people are stopping him from coming to the U.S. for a while because of his wife. There's some issues they want, so he won't be able to make the conference this year. But he told me that disclosure is coming 2027. So of course, he's made all these predictions. Some of them actually do come true, but the future is still in flux. So I
Yeah.
was saying, let's make the disclosure right now. Right now, I wait to 27. Anyway, okay.
Yep. I'm with you. I'm with you. Now Nancy would love a reading. Now Nancy, does she put a donation through to the Heal
I'll
Soul?
check. Nancy,
Okay.
go to the Give Butter link and make a $25 donation if you don't mind. Okay,
It's at the very
so
top.
okay, no, she
And
did
then
not.
once you do that, Nancy, pick a question for me and sit in the chat, and then we'll go in and for you.
Okay,
Awesome, Nancy. Thank you,
great.
Nancy.
Okay, how about Charlene? Do you have a question that you want to get answered?
for a reading.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
uh,
sure.
okay. What is my placement in this event, and why did it come into my life as a synchronicity, uh, part of my life's purpose? What is it? What is it for me as myself?
Okay, let's see. I can already feel the being's going to speak a message for you, but I'm going to see if I get the visions to first. Let's see. Okay, hang on. I just feel this joy bubbling up. I know I'm going to burst into channeling.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I feel very emotional right now. I got just such a big flash of the message as well. You preparing your life for this. I'm also seeing like a 50s and 60s scene, old fashioned scene. You've been doing this work. You're preparing your whole life, Charlene. This is friggin' awesome. I love this. Um, Peacekeeping, freedom. Those words are coming out. Oh, so and even Scott's connection here. The same thing. He's been preparing for
Mhm.
this. And he's like, I hear Scott saying, "Ready, set, go."
My
So
husband.
yeah,
My
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm
Mhm.
just gonna just
So
see what.
Scott's like her other half.
Yeah,
Okay,
He is.
he's been yes,
We
a
took a
super
while.
volunteer.
Yeah, we took a while to find each other again. Our 50s, but yeah.
and oh my goodness, I'm seeing a turtle. This is friggin' cool because we do symbolism all the time. I'm seeing a turtle with the back, with the woven. We know we weave with uh like dry leaves, whatever it's called, a woven basket. But the top of the turtle is woven together, and with the word weaving itself and turtle are so astronomical in everything that we talk about. So the turtle moving forward, weaving things together, that's friggin' awesome. But I know the beings just wanna they want to speak now in the continuum and the continuation of this timeline, my dear one. You set forth, you take the temperament at which you wish to broadcast out the remaining figures of contemplation and configuration into the timeline now. You have taken the time. You have erased some negativity that may have shone forward into your lifetimes now. But you have made that change. You've made that shift. The umbrellas that stand above you now are there in design and in fashion. With each step you take, you are protected along the way in each and every way. So I'm just seeing all these umbrellas protecting you from each segment of your life. You've been well protected. They're just very imagery too now. The words, they come undone, and no need to speak these words, for you are taking the action needed to bring forth this evolutionary pathway on your journey now. You have taken strides, communion with the higher realms, and the connections of those who you would call gods, my dear, for the connections have strung you along to this pathway, shining forth, removing the blankets and the veils, for these blankets have been weighing heavy on the military, heavy on the super soldiers, heavy on the blinding of this past and pathway, and in the demands of your wishing to move into the future of disclosure. We are whipping these blankets off, and in fine truth, the illusions they'll be erased, because the truth will be there, and that will rewrite the new history. And that is what everybody is waiting for, my dear ones. Just to clear the path, to make this notion known. The milabs are lining up with fine honor to take their stand, to take their steps on the platform, to speak these words of awareness and awakening. The super soldiers far precede any energetic light force that has been occurring on your platforms right now, for they do now stand in the light. The time of the undoing and the uncoming is here, asking you to allow these lightning bolts may sting the heart of many, but now the cascades come down and the bells ring the truth, allowing you to uncover and move further on your pathway now, to see the beholding of what others wish to see. You have seen it, my dear one. You know it exists. And these timelines are interfacing with each other in a battle, such to say, where the illusions have shown you what they wish you to see. But the battle lines are drawn and coming down now. The different planetary worlds of different dimensions that have been in existence are now bearing witness to each other, where they didn't know that it all existed as well. And the dimensions are coming into fine knowledge of our comrades on this side of the illusion, in this timeline. They are awakening and wish to join forces with you all now. So we ask you to open your hearts and invite them out to this conference as well. The different dimensional beings, they're popping through, they're coming through. We have allies, many allies. They're continue to wait for an invitation to open up your heart space in this platform, where the new illusions no longer exist. It is coming, my dear ones. Hold on tight. The disclosure properties that which you are speaking of have been in the alignment of the hearts of the higher beings and the governmental fractions, where in the past it may have been stopped or prevented. But we see now that you are much more prepared. Alas, we ask that humanity continues to open their hearts and to streamline in this fashion and manner in which you are all applying yourself in this manner now. This will bring forth the disclosure quicker. Your fine truth and hard work, and the opening of the shifts and the portals will continue. So this, my dear ones, extend your hand to meet us. We are coming in throves now. We are coming, lining up at your doorstep to enter the hearts when you shine with your community in your upcoming conference. We wish to bestow strength, confidence, and reverence with each and every one of you now to encapsulate this into your present moment, because we know the present moment is truly what is most important at this time. Keeping your vibrations and frequencies in the elevated state will bring through healing for humanity and for other beings, sharing in this timeline and other timelines that are merging together now, my dear ones. So keep these thoughts and your emotions tied to the Most High, and this will lead you on to your exponential tomorrow and to meet and greet your highest selves on the platforms on this planet that you wish to bring forth and live in at this time, and for bringing forth the new future of the New Earth activation for humanity. We wish to live in the peace, the planetary spheres of connection and hope, true brotherhood, through true sisterhood, together now, my dear ones. With this, we give great thanks and reverence. We go now with much blessings now. There you go.
Well, that was just more than me in that question. But that is very true. Yes, this is a very big synchronicity for myself, moving towards disclosure. Everyone involved, we're all putting whatever we have forward, and to make this event what we're all projecting into it. And the light is one, so we're moving forward. Yes, we are connected to those beautiful light beings.
Yep. And seeing the visions, this like literally two different, I saw like dimensions and timelines coming together, seeing a lot of yellow too. And there's like almost like there's two different dimension and like different fractions of fights going on, but in two different dimensions. And it's like this dimension saying, wait a minute, I see through this now. There's this other dimension. What the heck is all this fighting going on? And like a realization is coming, and they're ready to drop down their friggin' weapons and join us because they've had enough of this shit too. So that was very interesting seeing that vision.
All the timelines are coming together. Yeah. It is time. Even some things in my QHHT session, my higher self was telling me some ailments I had was because I'm not moving forward. They were on my legs, and they actually been clearing up because I am making the progress and steps that I've been working towards with this conference. Yeah,
Yep.
it's an activation. James has put so much work into these souls out there that need healing. They need their voice out there. We need disclosure. We need truth. And so, as you can see, we're very passionate volunteers, and
Yep.
we're just waiting for all that passion and push of energy to just move into the conference. And that's why we're here today.
Very well. Very good. Yes. And Nancy, did she put a little donation in already, James?
Yes. So Nancy's going to be our next reading here. So she's asking, "What is my soul contract? What should I be doing?" She's feeling like she should write a book, and she wants to know why. But Nancy is one of those. She's probably been on almost every episode, every show that I did. So
Oh my.
I think, I would like to know, maybe, is she a super soldier? What's her connection? Because, you're not going to be attracted to, oh, sorry. Look at this. Oh, wow. Everything got, sorry. You're not going to be attracted to this field of research unless you're involved. That's my experience.
Yep. And she added something at the end. I was in a dark fleet. What did I do there during my time? And will I even retrieve those memories in this lifetime? We'll get you into a hypnosis session, girl. We'll get those answers for you. Okay, we will. James and Charlene both do that work. I do hypnosis as well, but I use that more for guiding people into meditation and teaching you to channel and stuff. But let's go see what. Okay, lots for Nancy and Melissa already says, write that book, girl. You got that inkling in you. You got a book, and you go write it. So let's see what comes through for you. Okay, the book and what's going on. Okay, Nancy. Okay, here we go. We're starting with channeling. Hold still, my dear one, my child. We are ringing the bell. We are dangling this bell in front of you. We see you cautiously moving and walking out and about. Yes, you have been on these battlefields before, my dear one. We see you very cautious, walking slowly. But you have had this mental capacity to withstand the different illusions and different timelines you've existed in, my dear. We see you. You've had this mental capacity. The many journeys we see you coming, circling, moving, different portals, different timelines, different passages. The journey has taken you very far. And now you're in this place of, it feels like saying the Third Reich of disillusion coming apart. This is your timeline. And the Third Reich's before you, you've prepared yourself for this. You have played the many roles of the different super soldiers. Seeing you as a large white suit of sorts, very strong, fighting many battles, very hot, very hot planets, very heat, very desolate, very run down. What you see now, the time has come, alas. You are in alignment, setting up the structures that have been set up in other dimensions and timelines and past lives. For you have aligned those structures, and we'll call them beacons. You've aligned these up to be turned on and resonate at a specific time. You are getting close to turning these beacons on, my dear. They're set in place. You are getting ready to turn them on, and this will align the connections with the different timelines and dimensions to be one. So that, my dear, is coming for you. The turning of the switch. The captions of a book. Yes, my dear, you have much stories to share. The caption is explore your glory. Explore the story. Be the beacon of light that has won and has passed through many timelines. There is your verbiage of array of words to describe this. The glory-seeking exposure, the glory-seeking, the connection of what this all means coming together. The glory of this world, knowing, and I feel very emotional now because, Nancy, you feel this, of the connection of us coming together from the different timelines on this planet Earth now, where we are at now. This is the glory you have been wishing for, coming into alignment with. And the story can come out of you in 3 months. They're giving me 3 months time. Get the story out. Being in your full alignment and staying in your present moment will help you align to get your story out. And it feels like this energy will be, once you get your story out, that will be the turnkey switch to activate these beacons, to bring forth the connections of these timelines and dimensions and bringing it together as one. And planet Earth will be ready at that time for that illusion to be gone, and the awareness to be ever present right before everyone. Coming into what you need to be setting forth on for your next steps for your tomorrow. Just take that step, pick up that pen, let go of any self-doubt. Be your true self. Allow your true self to shine through on that paper or computer. And the self-publishing aspect of it will come quite naturally and easily for you. As long as you stay in alignment to your true self. No holding back. Sharing your fine truth. For your full awareness that you need to share and you have to share will help awaken others and bring awareness to others to continue this ever-ending pathway of moving forward in the disclosure of the truth of what is in true existence on your planet now and what has been and what will be. The alignment of the milabs and super soldiers once again are lining up together, the stories unfolding one after another, and now are being carried on the backs of wings of the featherweight light workers today, flying this information all through the greater consciousness throughout the lands. It will continue, and your story needs to be heard, my dear one. Out into the arenas in capturing the energy into the essence of the innate within each and every person. That's how deep this information will go. And it's in the stars' alignments and being on time that you are right on time, my dear. Allowing the precipice to be reached. And even though you may feel there might not be as much excitement in your writing, in the duty of that, we ask you to jump in and do it, for it is the storytelling that will release more healing for you, deep-seated healing that's required for you to write this and be in the position to turn that key to illuminate those beacons of light and the passages of space and time now, my dear. We're with you and know you are never alone on your journey. And we give great thanks and reverence and blessings to you all now.
Beautiful.
There we go, Nancy.
Namaste. Thank you so much for that. And namaste, Nancy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all these years. You're always there by my side. So send me an email. I'll give you a free live stream ticket. Send me an email. Okay. All right. Now we've got. Does anybody else want to comment about that? Charlene?
Me and Melissa sometimes we're on the same thoughts. I came with cycles, Akashic, your Akashic lineage. So many lifetimes you've been working towards this. So there's this information that you're going to put in your book is from a lot of different lives, trials and tribulations and happiness, joy, sorrows. And it's time now for it to all come out in the book because it's the time, this is the ascension. And the cycle has come to this point. So it's time for you to write your book, and what you have to say is important, and it needs to be out there.
Yeah. And much healing. And apparently it's going to be the catalyst that turns the key to illuminate these beacons that are meant to even open up a disclosure even more. Like I saw desolate lands of different lives in the past, the super soldier life, and then this opening to the present moment of, I want to say there's been a bit of a battle, but there's also disclosure, and then we know there's all of humanity, we just want peace and the illusion to disappear and us to live in our sovereignty and our freedom. That's like, it's all coming. Like, that's all opening up.
And disclose, I don't know, I just got to download dose. Disclosure could come in many forms. Some people think it has to be a book, and I felt a little challenged with a book, and now I'm finding other ways it's coming out. And so it's not always a book. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing or what people tell you it should be in that form. So we don't really know what form it's going to come in yet, but it could
Yep.
be. Yes, it's going to come to you, and look for the synchronicities. Go to your higher knowing, and the synchronicities will lead you. Yeah.
But yeah, the only thing I picked up is Nancy. I see you in like the German homeworld. You've got another clone body out there, or another timeline. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. So let's go to the next question. This is from Journey. So Journey is asking, um, I was in my ascension journey for years and failed my last test and fell off my path. Hijacked. I'm awake, but I'm in a hellscape and I can't find my way back. I'm afraid I will be left behind. I think that was cut off, but what can you pick up on Journey, Melissa? Yeah.
See, loneliness, expansion, but out in a desert, almost feeling like the energy of a Jedi. Expansion, open desert, lonely, looking and searching around. There's equipment there. The equipment is very old and it's still working, but it's very old. And oh wow, oh my goodness, this is freaking cool. Sorry. The energy that's been created with these equipments is like old, so it's going to fail. So she's searching for a new, to be in a world where she's not left behind, where they're not left behind, where the equipment works and everything is functioning, but the energy feels like there's different dimensions of this energy. She's caught in the desert, like the old energy is going to fail. There's a higher dimensional energy that's involved with this technology that's working, but that's not, it's another lower feeling dimensional energy. So it feels like it's hard work to get this, to get to the next level. Well, let's just see. The feeling, the energy of the ancient indigenous playing flute, music, dance, to be needed for this energy shift to bring for the higher timelines. Sorrow. And there's this, I'm being shown an energy of another alien being, another dimensional being, and they're kind of bluey purple, and they almost look like a stand-up slim funny dragon, and they're trying to guide her, because I'm seeing what I get shown a steering wheel, and they're being playful and pointing to the steering wheel, which is also purplish, and it's pliable, almost like jelly, and almost like, how a mime would make things like this. Well, he's miming how to use this steering wheel. It's jelly, so he's maneuvering it, and he's kind of showing you how to maneuver this to guide you in your life. So it's kind of funny how he's showing me that. He's almost in the position of like a race car, crouching down, saying, "See the steering wheel? This is yours. You can direct your future." Okay, watch, come now. And he's telling you to hold on to the steering wheel and how to do this, how to drive, in essence, to take you into your a future path that you're wishing to strive on now. And it feels like, oh geez, there's a more hard work, sorry, but there's more hard work. Almost like the energy I see hard-working mechanical machines, but like it's turning in like a spiral racetrack. It's hard, it's very 3D, hard energy, but you pick up momentum and speed. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, you're going to come and that's going to bring you out of this lower dimensional struggle and just to bring you into a higher light. And then I'm feeling that expression open up now. And it's an awakening. And it's the, oh my goodness, the energy is coming in now, being something of an older lady, a grandma energy with like a yellow roby thing. And almost being still in this person like a white rabbit, but like standing up like a human. And it's all about enlightenment. And they're showing me what I call journey books. They're your books with rings in it, meaning your purpose in this lifetime as you rise into other dimensions. This grandma bunny rabbit in a yellow gown energy is helping you in this future dimensional shifts to higher vibrations. And it's much lighter, purging, clearing going on. And they're even showing me I'm going to call them 3D grabby hands. They're trying to slow you down. They're trying to slow you back in your steering wheel of life. It's almost like those 3D gripper hands don't belong in this dimension. And I see them being zipped up and concealed. And with the help of that, once again, that old lady with the bunny ears and yellow gown, they're going to help close that, seal that energy off so it's not in your field or dimension anymore. So I hope I hope you let me know if there's someone who represents a grandmother energy and like a bunny, a white bunny in a yellow gown, going to help you move into higher frequencies. So I see you ascending higher in dimensions with the help of that energy bunny person. So there you go.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. So, Journey, does that resonate with you? Do you have any comments or feedback while we're waiting to hear back from her? I'd like to know was Charlene and does she serve in the secret space program? Is she a super soldier? Or maybe even you, Melissa? Are you a super soldier secretly?
Yeah, I know. Lots of shit's going on. Well,
You know what? I resonate a lot with the children that are afflicted. The humans' hearts that are just downtrodden. Yeah, and the children. I have a lot of passion there, and this is all leading to that disclosure. Disclosure. No more. The light has won, and that's what I feel. I always had might for right. Now I have light for right. I'm like,
let's go in and see what shows up. Let's just see. Because Charlene has done, I got to throw this out there just because it comes up. Charlene, we've done QHHT and BQHHT sessions together. And many past lives for me have shown up, come up. And one of them recently, one was like the time of Moses or whatever. But recently, another time was the time of Hitler time. But I was a lady working in like this, I remember this business skirt and a blouse holding this clipboard. And I'm walking down this metal industrial building and very dark, but this clang of the shoes walking on this metal bridge, looking down, darkness, but you know, like crafts and whatever, there's things being built. You just knew that something's being built. And I'm got my pen and paper in my hand and I'm just shooting the shit like it's any other Tuesday. And I look to my left and there's Hitler. And just shooting the shit like any other day, going to work. And then later on the vision appears that was the people going down, naked people going down these slides and going through these rubber doors like a grocery butcher shop would be like. So we kind of get an idea of what might happen to those human bodies. And then that one ended with me sitting in an apartment, questioning my morals and deciding to quit that job. So anyways, that's this that's just to come up with Charlene in like a more recent past life. So
Yeah, she was concerned with her lack of empathy, that it was just like a job, you know.
yep.
And yeah, so the last person you did a reading on, I got a download of Compassion in Action. So compassion in action is seeing your life the way you want it to be. So if you feel that you got lost along the way, you project. We can have compassion for action for other people, and we also can have it for ourselves. So stay focused on the vision that you want your life to be, because your consciousness is really your reality, and everything else is, we kind of are responsible for everything in our life, so through our consciousness. So project what you want in life and keep that focus, and the synchronicities and everything will go to a higher understanding and a higher way of life, you know, love, connection. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, my dear. Now, um, Journey is had made a few comments. Thank you, Journey. My I'm just catching a bit here. My grandma and I have gone down the rabbit hole, and yes, my grandma has been guiding me, and I got stuck in the rabbit hole as Alice, and I haven't come out like Mad Hatter. Oh, I just felt like ding, like yes, like they're like yeah, that's awesome. And Julie would like a reading from Melissa. Please donate 25 or more. Okay. Did she, Julie? Julie, who's next then? Julie? Is she next?
It's a good question. I think actually while we're waiting for another person to come in, how about we? I like to know is Charlie Kirk still alive? What do you think? Did he really die? Are you
Okay,
tuned in to see if
let's,
like is
let's,
Michael Jackson still alive? I'm just kidding. We'll start at Charlie Kirk.
let's see. I know we mentioned that earlier. Okay, let's just see. It's funny. The other day when I'm once again I'm Canadian. Somebody else. Oh, it was Jonathan. He put me a text over. Remember Jonathan? He put me a text over that America's going crazy. Some this person dying, and I looked it up, and the first thing out of my mind was, is he really dead? Is this just like it's just like I don't know. Is it a clone that killed him? I don't know. That was my first initial intuitive hit. So let's just see. Let's see what shows up for this guy because my initial instinct was like, yeah, this is just for show. Or why are we needing why are we needing humanity to believe that this man has died to bring forth this new agenda? Most likely a positive agenda. That's how I feel. A positive agenda is coming. But that was my question. Why did this? What agenda is being presented now? Because he was killed off. So let's just, in the eyes of the beholder watcher. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, it makes me laugh now because that happens sometimes. Let's see. Oh my! You know what I see? Holy mother! I'm seeing a crowd of people with the cross, and the cross is upside down. It's kind of fancy cross. And then I'm seeing a big crowd of people like walking the streets. Then I'm seeing this Charlie Kirk guy watching from far behind. But all of a sudden, they're carrying this big cross, and now it catches fire. So let's just see what's being shown here. A lot of fire and heat. The Journey Book of Life. Something's being removed just to show the truth, to unravel something. And I'm seeing as if Charlie's looking around. Okay, is it time to come out of the woodworks yet? Because the clearing of he's got to do something to continue clearing this journey book or timeline, like something that needs clearing. He's looking around because he's not done his work yet. That's what there's. I'm showing a whole bunch of scrolls, which is information tied with friggin'. I'm gonna. It's almost like potato sack bags. The scrolls are made out of potato sack bags. I don't know why they're getting me to say that. And with almost like, yeah, the scrolls almost look like those Christmas um, things you pull. They're called crackers. They're like things you pull, and there's a prize inside. They're scrolls, but they're made out of potato bag, like almost the way clothes used to be made in the old times. And there's these decorated Christmas things. So something about Christmas. Something about being disguised. A lot of scrolls, information being disguised is like potato sacks, but something about Christmas. revealing something. Okay, I'm being shown. Okay, the energy makes me feel like young kids, young children, rollerblading, roller skating, like the energy of the young being represented with this, and technology. Something about I'm being shown mechanical things that are moving and turning with, I would call them, you know how tanks have the treads that pull you along. So I'm seeing what looks like big tall robots, very not fancy robots, but with the treads like this, and they're showing me they're going this way, they're going that way, they're going different directions. So right now, um, they're in motion, but they're not going in the right direction yet. So we're waiting for the correct direction to be taken with something. Okay, energy, a horse, cow coming through. It almost feels like barnyard taking care of a cow, a paw, something about being on a train, and the energy or spirit of horse being on this train. So I'm not quite sure. Let's see if we get more intel why. I'm not quite sure yet. Let's see. Something about being on this train, energy of horse spirit, him jumping off the train into an open field, something that there's a past offense, waking up in a farmland, but there's something there, like it's almost like a mini dome on a flat platform. Almost if there was a flat earth, or it's a flat earth and a dome on top of it. It's in a farmland right now, and embedded in, for him to find, this Charlie guy to find, or it's been left there for him, and he's got to do something with this information. Whoa, okay. Feels like being in a room where we can call him Merlin, we can call him an alchemist. There's alchemy going on with this dome flat platform. This wizard guy is picking this stuff up and he's putting it on this platform, and it's opening up and shattering, and something's inside. It's like an old relic. He's picking up the stone old relic, and this wizard alchemy guy is part of this. Something for it to join into some old other statue that's made of stone. It's a contribution to be added to that. And I'm being shown lands far, far away, almost like England big castles, but it's like older than that, like rusty old castle buildings. And this magician guy, almost like Gandalf kind of guy. It's like that metal thing was part of that building he's on in existence, and it's to do with. Okay, I just saw a word and a name go across. It said Honduras. I don't know what that means, Honduras. Honduras. I have to look that one up. I have no idea what Honduras is.
It's a country.
So yeah, but where? What's so special about Honduras? A land. So energy is opening up from this magician wizard Gandalf guy, and it's almost like a game board is opened up with 4 sections, and I'm seeing gold pieces on this board. So it has to do with gold, wealth. It's not separation. They're showing me grid lines of gold, and they're tubes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 tubes, 2 this way and 2 this way. And it feels like the energy is to come out these golden tubes from this land, and it has to do with riches and a way of energy that's going to spread across the lands and around the earth. Maybe it's Nicera Jacera. I hope so. I hope so. But it just shows this going to be expanded around. Okay. And the the modern ways of which we live will change. That's what I'm being shown. They will change. Underneath, they're showing me underneath buildings and stone, there's magnetic energy, mechanic technology underneath the stones. And they're showing me segments of this. It's like a green stone on top moved, and this dark magnetic energy is spinning. So it's like the startup, the reawakening of this energy of a new way, but it's an old way. Fascinating. I love this.
Hmm.
And oh my goodness. And now other statues that have been on Earth seem to be as if the disguise is coming off, whether it's an old paint job, it's going to come off, and the true statues are going to be in existence of their true form. And that's what people will see. They'll see the true form.
Mm-hmm.
And oh wow, that's okay. Let's see what this is meaning, because I'm seeing copper. Oh, this is freaking awesome. Because we keep hearing how copper is healing for humanity. I'm seeing these tables, like 7 or 8 tables, or maybe more than that, maybe 12, all on top of a beautiful castle. It's sunny outside, and there's these tables set up, and then these copper, I'm going to call them copper kettles, but they're actually full of plants and growth and birch bark, white birch bark. And there's alchemists, like these wizards, all at these station tables showing like designs of this copper, the like copper kettle, they're plant holders. Um, and I'm seeing white birch bark trees being dug into, screwed into, as if they will be the new building blocks of such. But the essence and the strength is coming from, there's something special alchemic essence with this birch bark trees to make something, structures. And I'm being shown a whole bunch of bottle caps, and they're pink, and they're all like stuck together as if they have to be broken apart. But why? See, something about these metal objects, these they call me, they look like bottle caps, but they feel like they're something's being made of this metal. It's a special alloy of metal, and it's making flying ships, but they're small, but then they're pink. Okay, this is whoa. It's hard to describe, and I'm going to call it platform. Different timelines, past ancient beings using this platform. I'm seeing symbology, light language, codes on it. It's spinning, it's moving, and ancient beings have been using it, and it's coming back, and it's going to be our future. But it's good. But it's something that's coming. We might have to. Okay, there might be questions around this at first, but in time, it's going to be it might be like the regular thing, but it's going to take some time to acclimate into our lives and it be up to acceptance. This new technological almost feels like, whether it's a form of space travel or higher technology, all the stuff we're seeking, it's there. And the higher beings, dimensional beings, aliens want to show us it. But it will take some time to accept it. And all of a sudden I just saw this friggin' giant snake, and it's not anything bad, like a green soft snake in outer space, almost coming up to me, opening its mouth. Snake, wisdom, knowledge. And it's right here. And it almost makes me feel like I want to go into it like a roller coaster and go for a ride. And this snake is just zipping around the cosmos. So wisdom, going for a ride. So it's going to take some time, but it sounds like this is newer technology is going to come out to us. Yay. And okay, I'm being given a Canadian symbol of the maple leaf. It is a discovery of some sort. I'm seeing a Canadian with the energy of like of a Christopher Columbus, like discovering something. And there's a Canadian, it's a male. And I'm seeing very fall colors in the maple leaf in a magnifying glass. So something is to do with a Canadian, into something showing, discover something, sharing this, all this out. So let's just hope this is being recorded. We can go back and see what might show up. Okay, and there's other alien beings. They're showing me. They come in the very 3D form as well, almost like big ant spider creatures, but they're ready to come along for the ride. They might feel like they're kind of walking in stickiness and like say oil and like petroleum and all that stuff of those times. They're ready. It feels like they're ready to move on, move ahead. Let's move on with higher technology. They're sick of this too. Like, let's get out of the sludge. Let's get rid of this old friggin' oil and petroleum energy. And they want to work with humanity. That's what these guys are sharing. They're very 3D creatures, but they're like, let's just move along, guys. Let's just get out of this 3D petroleum oil energy. And once again, it kind of started with going back in more ways of going how we do things in a different way is coming about. It's showing again. And we're gonna have technology helping us build like even like nicer housing, but smaller, efficient energy as well. So there we go. We'll end there because this one could go. I could go on forever, really. But yeah, they're showing me land opening up, beautiful, and in the messages in time because they show me a watch and it's opening up these circles on this land, this green land, and it's opening up and it's opening up. Well, it's interesting how they said Greenland. Hear that, guys? Greenland. Let's pay attention to Greenland. Okay, that holy moly. Oh, Greenland opening up. So let's keep an eye on that. Okay. Okay. Oh, they're still there. Like so much shit to show. Like everything about the cross and say some certain religious aspects of other times is coming down and being removed, but in a very calm, accepting manner, because people want to place up the trueness of, say, the Christ, what it truly means, not this falsehood that we've been led to believe. The truth, the old religious ways and manners are dissolving. The people are saying, yep, we're done. They're taking these old crosses down from the pictures on the wall. And it is an energy they want to put up on the wall as the true meaning of love, forgiveness, healing, helping each other. So that is being put up. So hallelujah. That's a great future they're showing.
Wow. All just because Charlie Kirk is no longer with us.
Yes, that did. Yeah, that just kept going and going. I don't know where we went with that.
So you definitely picked up that he's not on this plane. He's with this magic realm, right? With the
I saw like he showed me he was in the back of a crowd watching. That's what he showed me.
That I don't even know who he is. I got secrecy, hiding, working behind the scenes.
Yes.
His work is
got
not complete. I also got, it was kind of like an old technology becoming, new and improved, and he's not going to come back in the same form, the same identification. You probably won't see that person again, but he's behind the scenes. He's working. I don't even know him. That's just what I got. It's about work. It's about his work. Yeah, he's finishing a project that it required him not to be here, but that's completely off the wall because I don't know him at all. But.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, like he's still there, but he's behind the scenes. There's a lot of work to be done. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So we got Christmas, magician, Honduras, gold wealth, energy spreading around the planet. So it seems like this is going to catalyze a change for positivity. So
Yes, I got to look up Honduras. I don't even
Hmm.
know where it is.
Okay. Maybe. Do you think the Honduras had something with the hit team, or you're saying he's still alive?
That's what that was the message. He's still watching. Like he's seeing the crowds of the people
Okay.
like walking and
So
mourning on the streets, and the
so
cross was
okay.
shown, but then it was on fire. The cross. Then there was a lot of fire
But
flames around.
but how could he still be alive? He got shot. So is he saying it's a double or a clone?
Well, the
Hmm.
first instinct when I saw it the other day, that's what I felt.
Okay. He
That's
said there's
that's
a
the first thing came.
okay, and there's a Canadian involved. Is that you?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what
you
a
can.
Canadian
Was
or break something.
That's
okay.
funny you should
And
say clone because I got picked up something about identity, a different identity. He won't look the same or something. Yeah, that's what I was
okay,
getting. You'll never see him the same as you saw him before. Like I wrote down a new identity. And no,
that
he
makes
looks,
sense.
yeah, yeah. So there is some kind of something going on there as far as change of identity. His true self, or he's working on his original self, is his work. Yeah.
Okay.
And some,
Thank you.
some of the lands and the castles of and like a wizard, alchemy, and Gandalf,
Yeah,
and
the
things
alchemy,
we're going to be going like alchemy's going to be used again, and yeah,
the metal and the alchemy really resonated with me when you said that. Yeah.
yeah, the copper,
Hmm.
that, yeah, and plants growing out of it, yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, it's some kind of new
and,
technology.
yeah, pink,
But I
pink,
don't
pink,
think you'll ever
like
see
pink,
him say,
pink, 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 mini flying ships, pink.
what what does pink represent? Let's see.
It's love, and it's pink is love.
Pink.
And that was the
Mhm.
ship too, right? The metal ship that had
Yeah,
pink
there's
on it.
Okay.
I saw a whole bunch being made. There were pink bottle caps, so like metal alloy, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing these like they're small pink ships. I could almost draw one with like yeah. Well, it's hard to draw
Okay.
one, but yeah.
It sounds like
Cool.
he's going to do a med bed.
But just a
Peace,
pink the
relaxation,
tracing
love,
of these
healing,
pink ships, like
metal coils. Yeah,
they
some
could
kind of
not like
healing technology.
yeah, like
A
even
celestial chamber.
who knows if we'll have flying cars, but they were circular though, but they were pink, but they were like yeah.
Maybe he'll be at the conference.
Yeah.
Ah. you know. Okay. All
Anything
right.
could happen, and this is an activation.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're activating the dog too.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well.
I live in Animalville. I have chickens and dogs. It's a
Aw.
little town in Mexico, so I'm
Wow.
used to it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
Well,
know I
let's.
could tell you muted you at one point. So yeah, I know the dogs get loud.
Okay. Thank you. Well, let's wrap this up. Someone was asking more about you, Melissa. So, could you give us a little bit more about your background? Maybe how you've helped other people, or maybe about your channeling sessions, how we can find you. Yeah.
Sure. Well, yeah, you know what? It's funny when people say that because apparently I've been helping people. When I was 11 years old, I was a candy striper, which was a volunteer at a hospital feeding old people. So sometimes I'm still astonished. Like that's obviously who 11-year-old. Why do you want to do that? I don't know why I want to do it. I just did it. It was something to do. So I've been helping people since I was young. I've been felt guided to do it. Then I went to nursing. I was a healthcare aide. Then I went into nursing again after that. Worked in emergency. Um, I did an OR course at one point, but didn't want to work in the OR. Um, and then, yeah, I guess my spiritual journey began, I don't know, 2007. I went, we all want to learn meditation for stress reduction and relaxation. Okay. We all think we're going for this. Someone recommends a great person. Let me go try her out. Beautiful first teacher named Angela. Still love her to death. And I still have her words in my head when I'm teaching because she's just such a smart, wise lady. But yeah, I went to meditation for stress reduction and relaxation, and who knew I was going to sit down and all these visions are going to come. So hence visions of myself and learning about chakras and all colors and opening up our energy centers and healing our past hurts. And that's all started for me. And of course, and it's with my medical nursing background, it's like, oh my God, I can help the person in front of me. What's coming through for them? Look what's coming through for me, the colors and healing and stuff. So that's how it started with the basics. And then it led to other circles of learning psychic intuition, mediumship. And at that time I had friends who would channel. I'm taking all kind of classes, but I had friends who were channeling. Um, and I thought, oh, that would be freaking cool. I would love to channel. And then one day I'm sitting down. I had friends who channeled were writing it down, and I have other friends who would channel using their voice. And one day I sat down, 2015, doing a meditation, and I always write out what comes through for me. It's always healing. And I'm seeing a vision of myself as like a man, but in like a leather bikini thing you wear in the old fashioned eyes, whatever they are. And I'm seeing myself kneel down by the river and open up a leather sachet bag and pulling out a mirror and showing me my true self. And at that time, the words came, clear the smoke from your eyes and open your heart, Melissa. And all these words come through, blah, 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 helping humanity, women, men, children, all this great, great stuff. And then 3 days later, so I got to try this again. And it was those words were, welcome to the world room of one in the presence of guardian angels and on our journey helping humanity again. It's like, okay, I guess I'm channeling. I better go now learn how to do my voice. So there I went. And who would have known that I've learned to channel many different beings. It started the Palladians, the Galactic Federation, Arcturians, the Elementals, Divine Realm. Different beings have come through, and even the Zetas, and I'm trying to think what else. But I've studied more of the classes. I even did some classes with Daniel Scranton, because that's when I was like bringing through the Hathors, the Arcturians, the Creators, and the Zetas through him. And at that time, apparently I've got some Zeta hybrid kids out there, some boys out there. So okay, I can't wait to meet them. That's be interesting. Then at that point, I guess I just, on our spiritual journey, we help people. I started doing the psychic mediumship, the Reiki energy healing. I'm a Reiki master. But what really led me was meditation, teaching meditation, and combining my medical background with our energy centers and our chakras and our energy centers and healing. So for me, I guide people through meditations, and I learn hypnosis to take it even deeper, to bring out what is holding you back and what needs to be cleared, whether it comes through gently and quietly, or it might come through in big tears. You never know. Always releasing and clearing. As we are 80% water, once we release tears and crying, we are releasing all that stagnant energy and let our bodies do what it needs to do. And then, now I teach meditation, channeling, and hold space for many people as they're opening up to their own intuition and awareness, and guiding them. And it's just like tonight, like what comes through, like some people might start, oh, I want to be a psychic medium, I'm going to bring through, your soulmate or whatever. It doesn't work that way with me, with spirit. It's always like about, what is your soul journey? What is it like? I started doing soul purpose readings, where that is like, let's find out where you geared to go into your life now, what's coming up for you. And also information of maybe through Akashic records, what have you been through that has led you to this, and to give you awareness of, oh, maybe you had some past lives here that brought you to this point, that's leading you in this direction. And that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. And then, and to here we are now, we're bringing through intel now. I love, like, it's always worldly things that come through. Now these are galactic things coming through, which is great.
Thank you.
Different things. Yeah.
Right. So you can go to truebeansoflight.com. Again, it's in the description.
Oh, thank you.
Session with Melissa. And Charlene, where can people contact you to get a QHHT session?
Well, I'm listed on the QHHT official website for QHHT sessions. I'm a level 2 practitioner. I also took the BQH course I just finished by one of our level 3 practitioners. So I can now do my sessions online, and it's a business in progress. And at a later time, I'll get back to you how you can reach me there. I'm establishing that, and this conference is going to be somewhere I'm going to do my first first exposure on my BQH.
You know what I want to say, Charlene? Just hit publish.
What?
Charlene's ready. She's awesome, guys. She's great. We've worked together. And now online, we can work together everywhere online. It's great. Zoom. Yep.
Yeah, I found Dolores Cannon, I think 2019, and it was just the happiest day of my life, because she just put a confirmation on everything I believed. And I finally had somebody that I could resonate with. And So I took her course, and it's just an amazing modality, and you just see all the amazing things about all your clients. And I focus a lot on self-empowerment. I went into a life as a lion being on a commander on a spaceship. My first, I didn't even know what a lion being was. I did a lot of research afterwards, but wow, did that give me empowerment. And I had a beautiful family. And I've always been attracted to Star Trek and sci-fi movies. And so finally I'm finding that we do have galactic connections. And
Sure do. Yep.
yeah, and I take Melissa's course above for we met at Cryon convention, so it's been almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of following her along with her with intuition, because that's what we do. We just all kind of connect, and so we're kind of a team, as you can see, having both of us here. But yeah, if you want to find me, I'm on the QHHT official website, Dolores Canyon, and my name is Charlene Shaver. I'm a level 2 practitioner.
Awesome.
All
All
Well,
right.
thank you both. Thank you, audience members, for joining us. We had some great questions today. So
Guys.
we're all going to be at the Super Soldier Activation Conference. It's coming up this October 8th to the 12th. Get your VIP tickets now. I actually we put on the website today some links to get some more discount rooms nearby, even though the room block is over. But there's plenty of room for plenty of space and for you all to join us. And come on out. So go to supersoldiercon.com, purchase your tickets, join us. And there's also a live stream ticket. Some people say, well, I can't really travel. Yes, but you can get a live stream ticket. And the proceeds will support the super soldiers because, we're not getting the support that we should be getting. But that's why we're here, right? We're going to support the super soldiers. So lastly, if you like the work that we do here, go to healingsoulsurvivors.org and make a donation. It's in that good butter link. We all love you. We'll see you in October. Any other final messages?
Yeah, we're going to do this again next. Is it going to be this week or next week? We'll do this again next week.
Yeah, well, let's take a break. Melissa, that was amazing what you did. So but we'll bring Melissa back next week. We'll see. Maybe we can do it like in 2 or 3 shows of this, and we'll get to all your questions.
Okay. All right. Thank you, James, for having us on. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much.
Okay. And thank you, Charlene, too.
You too, Charlene.
Yes, I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
All right. So stay tuned for this message. We will see you all later. Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you
Goodbye,
all.
everybody.
See you all. Bye.